You say you want to be a better person, more disciplined, more honest, more useful to this world. But do you really? We love the idea of becoming better, but we hate what it actually costs. We worship transformation until we realize it begins with death. Not the kind of death where your body disappears, but the death of your comfort, your ego, your certainty. Today I want to tell you the story of a man who did exactly that. Not a perfect man, not a saint, but a man who murdered his former self to become the one history remembers. This is not a history lesson. This is an autopsy of what it takes to become the person you claim you want to be. And that man was Gandhi. Before he became the Mahatma, Gandhi was ordinary. Actually, less than ordinary. He was timid, shy, racist, a British loyalist who begged for imperial recognition. He dressed like the men who ruled him. He believed in their systems. And when he failed in London, and failed again in India, he ran to South Africa. There, Gandhi wasn't a revolutionary. He was a scared, selfish man trying to win respect from the very empire that spat on him. And yet, that's where it began. Not with a grand speech, but with a single small humiliation, a moment of moral tension that wouldn't let him sleep. It wasn't politics that broke him, it was disgust with himself. He realized something terrifying. He couldn't change the world while still playing by its rules. And so, he began killing parts of himself. No one forced him to do this. He chose it. He vowed celibacy. He gave up his law career. He spun his own clothes and lived like the poor. Not because it was noble, but because he knew, if he didn't destroy the ego that wanted power, he would never become anything more than a clever slave. And that is the first law of becoming better. You must break the parts of you that quietly serve the very thing you hate. Here's what no one tells you. Transformation is not a rise, it's a burial. The more Gandhi gave up, the more isolated he became. His wife fought him. His friends abandoned him. He was mocked, jailed, exiled, hated. Not by enemies, by his own people. But Gandhi wasn't trying to win their love. He was trying to become someone his future self could respect. That's the difference. Most of us want applause. But Gandhi wanted silence, wanted to sit with himself and feel peace, not performance. And it was only in that silence that something deeper emerged. Conviction, unshakable, slow, pure conviction. Not perfect, but honest. Most people think strength is about domination, control, power over others. The louder you are, the stronger you seem. The more you hit back, the more you're respected. But sometimes, the strongest creature in nature doesn't roar, it doesn't fight. It doesn't even have claws. It climbs. Meet the Ibex, a mountain goat that lives where no predator dares to chase. It walks across vertical walls with no ropes, no fear, and no fallback plan. One wrong step means death, and yet it doesn't tremble. It balances. It isn't the biggest. It isn't the fastest. And yet, it survives where 98% of the world would fall. Why? Because it's mastered the art of calm control, of ethical strength. It moves not with aggression, but with clarity. That's the kind of strength Gandhi found. Not the kind that shouts, but the kind that endures. And you sitting right here, you've been told your whole life that to survive you have to bite. But maybe, to really survive, to truly transform you have to climb. We say we want to be better, but what we really want is to feel better. We want dopamine, not discipline. We want short-term praise, not long-term peace. We wear self-improvement like a costume, but Gandhi wore it like grief, because it hurt, because he couldn't lie to himself anymore. And that's what becoming better really means. It means becoming honest with who you are, even if that truth destroys your image. That's why we avoid it, not because we're lazy, but because we're scared of the mirror. You don't have to become Gandhi. You don't have to wear khadi or fast for justice. But let me ask you one question. What's one part of you that needs to die? Not dramatically, just one behavior, one lie, one false performance. Start there. Or try this. Sit alone in a room. No phone, no stimulation, just you and your thoughts for 20 minutes. See if you can even survive it. If you can't face yourself, how will you ever change yourself? Gandhi didn't start a movement with slogans. He started with a vow to never lie, not to others, not to himself. That one vow unraveled everything. So don't look for hacks. Don't wait for motivation. Just make one vow, small but sacred. Write it, keep it, break it, then begin again. This is the quiet revolution. And if you're brave enough, it starts with you. If this hit something inside you, subscribe, watch this again, and write your vow in the comments. We're not just building a channel, we're building a practice.